My name is Roy Sanford. I am going to read an excerpt from my story, The Jumbie on Chemin Letang, which appeared in the Flying Crapaud Collective. The roar is familiar. It is a heavy rain shower. Sudden rain showers are common in the rainforest. They make their presence known long before they reach you. Jacko shifts the weight of the jola, which is a homemade backpack of straw, on his back. It is heavy with arrowroot flour, some cassava bread for his journey, and a half bottle of rum. He knows he has to find some shelter from the rain. But he has no umbrella. His eyes dart on both sides of the track. He must find some leaves, preferably wild dasheen or balisier, to protect himself from the rain. He takes his knife from his pocket. He sees some large balisier leaves ahead of him on the track. He runs towards them and hacks at the stems. He hears the rain shower almost upon him. He knows within moments he will be drenched if he doesn't work quickly. He cuts 4 large leaves, places them over his head and jola, and waits for the downpour. But the rain never comes. The roar stops abruptly, reverberating only in Jacko's head. The sun keeps shining. He is baffled as he stands with the leaves over his head. Is his mind playing tricks on him? What is going on? Suddenly he realized that although he is in the middle of the rainforest, the heat is brutal. Jacko is on the only road or track connecting the east coast of Dominica or over to the west coast. It is called the Chemin Letang. It is not motorable. Being an arrowroot farmer, he has to do the trek on foot from over to sell his produce in Roseau to support his family. He has done it countless times, but never alone. Since the Chemin Letang snakes through mainly rainforest and is remote from over all the way to Loda, it is not advised to travel on it alone. But this is an exception. His wife is sick. She desperately needs medication, which is found only in Roseau. Jacko crests a hill and stops. He takes a deep breath. He quickly forgets the rain shower incident. It is a beautiful day. There are no clouds in the sky. The rainforest rings with the melodies of sikie, parrots, and doves. They are familiar sounds. He considers them companions on the road that stretches from over, snakes past the freshwater lake into Loda, and then into the Roseau Valley. While Jacko rests, he allows the fresh breeze coming from the Atlantic Ocean to play on his face. He relishes the sensation. He temporarily forgets he is in the middle of the rainforest alone with an oppressive weight on his back. He continues his journey down into a valley where he stops to wash his face in a bubbling stream. From there he goes up a mountain and then down another valley. The Chemin Letang is like that, a series of hills, mountains, and valleys. Jacko gets ready to continue his journey up the next mountain, but he hears a voice ahead of him. It is somewhere along the track. In the rainforest, voices travel far, and what he hears ahead of him is clear and distinct. He freezes and listens intently. It is the voice of a woman. She appears deep in conversation, but only with herself because he cannot hear any other distinct voice. Who can it be? He remembers when he left over early in the morning, there was no one ahead of him. Now halfway to the freshwater lake in the middle of nowhere, he is hearing this voice. The sound of the voice drops and rises. Sometimes it's low. Sometimes it's barely audible. You can read the rest of the story in the Flying Crapaud Collective.